Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day, bad head, and a heavy heart. I have got to say that I am, I try to be upbeat and fun on this video series. Well, for the most part, there's been times where I explode in rage, especially the VFW incident of 2017. But the thing is, I have really been, as you know, investigating, looking into, taking as much information in as I can about this, from, actually, Geoengineering Watch with Dane Wigington. Hold on, please. I don't even know if I have any. Yeah, there's a little. And it was recommended to me under another video from my dear sweet Sandy, and I think Jordan, I don't know who. He was on some Jimmy Church, is it? The Fade to Black. Yeah, I think I got that right. I listened to the interview for the most part, and honestly, I was in bed. I became so depressed. I just really don't see how this is going to end well, ladies and gentlemen. I don't. First of all, as you know, I'm rather new to it, and I'm almost embarrassed to say that. So, I don't want to be too difficult on those who don't know anything about it. But once presented with the information about it from this geoengineering stuff, with absolute patents for the things, with admissions of it from other governments like China, the plethora of information, Senate reports, I don't know what else to say. If you can look at that stuff and then just blindly deny it, then I don't know what to say. I don't see a good future. I don't see a future at all. To me, this is the issue of the day. Period. End of story. Full stop. Whatever the cliches are. Because if we don't have an Earth, what the hell do we have to fight for? If we don't have an Earth who gives a crap about elections or reforming, the country or the voting system or all of that, it matters not one bit, ladies and gentlemen. And, like I said, I understand people who have no clue about this because I was one of them not more than a month ago. What the hell was I doing? Although I knew about it. Just not in this, oh my God, my hair. Just not in the details that I do now. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't, for some reason, I can't even explain to you, it wasn't a priority. I didn't realize the extent of it. Look at my hair, ladies and gentlemen. This is so hard to even come at you seriously at this time. Don't look at my hair. Just listen to me. So I couldn't even get through the whole interview. We have, if people would look into scientific literature even, we have like a breakdown. We have like sort of an extinction thing going on here, which is something I did hear about quite a while ago. How we have, I think, 60% of everything is going extinct here, ladies and gentlemen. So when you present this information to people, and they don't look at it. They refuse to look at it. They just call you a kook and gallop off into the night. I don't get it. It's going to be detrimental to everybody. I hope to God I was never that hard-headed. Evidently, I probably was at one point. But I probably thought it was in God's hands or something. Yeah, I'm sure of it. So therefore, it wouldn't, I wouldn't look into it because I just figured God would handle it. Because I used to be very religious. I think most of you know that, who've been with me for any length of time. Of course, now I'm not. So, anyhow, I just became a little bit despondent. Is that the correct word to use? In terms of this whole geoengineering thing going on above our heads every day. And, then I show a video of it, and people still say, oh, nope, it's not happening. What? I don't even know what to say to that. I might lose subscribers. People might be mad at me. I don't know why. Why shoot the messenger? Look into geoengineeringwatch.org. This man, from what I can gather, has no ulterior motives. He doesn't even want money for the literature they put out. They put out these beautiful... Hang on a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I can get one here. They put out these lovely, what do they call them? Shiny, printed on good paper. Look at that. information, with patents on there that tells when, whatever. You can print this for free. You can look at the DVDs they send you for free, like on YouTube, or on their website, I should say. And the only reason I bought these is because, my printer isn't the greatest and I need printer ink. It would just be more cost effective for me to do this. What I'm trying to say is, this man, to me, I don't know. I haven't delved into every aspect of the man's life, this Dane Wigington. But from what I can ascertain, he doesn't seem to be into this for anything odd. It's for self-promotion. He's not political. He made a very good point last night. I'm sorry to get wound up about this. He made a very good point last night. That a lot of people, he didn't say it like this, clutch their pearls and run to the street and refuse to listen because they can't stand Al Gore. Well, he can't stand Al Gore either, and that's not the point. Just because you can't stand some yo-ball out there who really does have alternative motives, ulterior motives. Whatever. Alternative, ulterior, it's ulterior. But, yeah, Al Gore is a charlatan. I'm just going to say it. He is. First of all, he's not even telling the severity of the situation. Second of all, hello. He has these huge mansions. He jet sets all over the joint. He's a member of the so-called establishment, elite, whatever you want to call these sociopaths. And, yeah, so they flee into the night. They won't listen to any information, or they just associate this global warming thing with Al Gore. And so, therefore, it's wrong. Goodbye. Turn the page. Let's move on to who are we going to run in the 2020 election, or some crap that matters not. So, yeah, even though he's a despicable character, or this, that, and the other thing, doesn't mean that he isn't saying some things that are right, but the thing is, he's downplaying the severity, and he's not mentioning the geoengineering. That's the problem that I'm hearing from this Dane Wigington. Not only, there was something else really important about that, and it just went out of my head. You know what, I can pause until I remember, but I think it might come back to me if I just sit here long enough. Al Gore. I always do this. Okay, I'm pausing until I can think of it. That didn't take long because I remembered. Okay. According to this Wigington, members of NOAA, N-O-A-A, National, it's the weather thing, you know what I mean. I don't know what it stands right now. I'm too wound up. They are literally under a gag order. Look it up, research it, whatever it takes. They cannot talk about this. Do you remember whenever Trump got into office, and I think that he kind of did a gag order. Wait, hang on, excuse me. Speaking of gag orders, he did something where he didn't want the people in the climate department, whatever it's called, to talk about certain things. So this is not anything weird or woo. Yes, they are. He has had people approach him from these agencies and say, listen, we know this is going on. It's absolutely, there's no question about it. We are not allowed to say anything, and we're scared to death. Well, these people are going to have to, I don't know, break the law. I don't know what's going to have to happen. Something's going to have to give, ladies and gentlemen. Because from what I can tell, and I'm sorry to come at you first thing in the morning like a raving loon, it's only a little bit after 8 o'clock. But I needed to get this off my chest. From what I can see, this is the most pressing issue of our day. I mean, let's really think about it. And, the point of denying it is over. It's done. It's like denying that, what would be like denying? That people have cars. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to compare it to. I don't know. That shingles on houses don't exist. There's no comparison. Yes, it is real, ladies and gentlemen. And, I don't come out and make a definitive statement often. Like, I don't do that. Sometimes I leave room or say, oh, there's just no getting around it. And the length of time it's been unfolding, and the fact that the North Pole, and that little book that I read sometimes, that one that I whipped out, it's in here, but I don't want to get it. During one of the live gigs, somebody asked about HAARP, and I opened it up. There's a picture there of a submarine coming out of the water, in open water at the North Pole in like the way early, like 50 or something. I forget the year, but some a place when there should have been more ice. This has been hidden for a long time, ladies and gentlemen, is my point. And we are beyond the time of saying it's not true, it doesn't exist. Oh, you're a tinfoil hat person. Please, oh my God, I am absolutely, this is imperative. Go to geoengineeringwatch.org. Scientifically based. Also, he went into this, oh God, what's it called? I was going to write it down, but I was in bed. Ice nucleation for weather modification. I hope that's the correct thing. Ice nucleation for weather modification. I believe that's what it's called. You can check that out as well. But for those of you who live on the Great Lakes, I'm 40 miles from one. There have been these like ice boulders and such in Lake Michigan. Some of the people that have talked about it. That is not normal, of course, ladies and gentlemen, especially when the weather's 50 degrees outside. So, trying to modify this or make it look cooler so that everybody thinks, oh, it can't possibly be boiling up in Bangladesh. I don't know, I'm just throwing a place out because it's nice and cool here in Conneaut Lake, Pennsylvania. It's not the way it works. When we're cool here unseasonably, somewhere else in the world is boiling their asses off. I'm sorry to swear. So, that's how the day is starting, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try to remain, optimistic. Here's the deal. I'm just now finding out about this really getting into it, I guess, or really researching it. And thank God other people have been on the ball sooner than I. My girlfriend Roseanne, also my colleague. I always wanted to say colleague, but she does work at the paper. She stopped over yesterday, right when my boss was pulling in as well, and I gave her a stack of these things, and she will share it. Roseanne has no problem marching into a local whatever and saying, here, it's where the bear shit in the buckwheat. Yep, I've sworn twice today. Good morning. I'm sure. So, at any rate, that's all. I'm done. It's over. It's finished. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you, thoughts of the day. Please join me, join others, and you've got to look into this. geoengineeringwatch.org. It's not a matter of belief. This is not a belief system. I don't like the word belief at all. I don't use it. I don't like it. In fact, it's taken over our lives. I think belief is dangerous. Very dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, I'm not even signing off correctly. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you. Thoughts of the day. Please drop your political identities. Let's focus on this issue. The death of our earth issue. And leave labels at the door. Love you.